What's quack-a-lackin', guys? So, I'm ready to drop you guys an opinion bomb. You guys ready? Microtransactions. And I know they're coming to Destiny. I know a lot of people have different feelings. That's why I fully encourage you guys to leave comments down below on what you think, what this is now, and what it will eventually be. And I'm here to not only discuss what I think of microtransactions, but also how I think they'll potentially evolve inside of Destiny. So again, right now, as they are coming to Destiny, they're innocent. Like a puppy when you adopt it. Then it pisses all over your floor and chews through your cords. And it all starts out that way, but it eventually just kind of is a little testing the waters, and it evolves into an entirely different beast. So not gonna lie, most people hear the word microtransactions and instantly red flags go up. It reminds you of a horrible life experience you had way back in the day. If I was to say a word, for example, one-man army. The first thing you probably think of is noob tubes in Modern Warfare 2, when you should have been realistically thinking of like Lionel Messi, me, LeBron James, right? Come on. So, it's just one of those things that people are just naturally scared of because it's brought down games many a time in the past, and it's key that they have to learn from that and eventually don't do the same thing with Destiny. And I'm going to explain why I think it's going to be a really slippery slope in the first place. But to be honest, you got to understand the microtransactions themselves are not bad. They're kind of like a wife. Oh god, where am I going with this? So, basically, it starts out fun. It's innocent, you guys love each other, you do the dishes, she swallows. It's a mutual, beneficial kind of partnership. And then, you know, a little bit down the line, she starts asking for more money, starts withholding content, wink wink, and that's just how things start changing. You start to notice these things. And then she takes another step ahead. Let's fast forward to the end, where she takes all of your money and leaves you sitting there crying into her hair scrunchie. So, you see what I'm saying, guys? At first, it always starts all something else, but it generally is kind of a give them an inch, they give you 8 more in the ass in return. So it's right. It's natural to kind of be defensive and afraid of what they could potentially do, because we've seen history do it, and it's repeated itself on numerous occasions. Now, as it stands right now, microtransactions are just basically mini purchases within a game. And I don't think the word micro means anything nowadays, though, but whatever. I think that in Destiny, as they are just for cosmetic things, for sparrows, for ghosts, for, you know, dances and stuff like that, emotes, that's not a big deal. To me, that's innocent, and that's just perfectly okay. Nobody should ever have a problem about that because they are, in one word, optional. You don't have to do it. They aren't technically withholding anything from you. They're adding a whole bunch of extra stuff in, making it a decision on whether or not you want to add those. Because, hey, I may not want to get all 18 emotes. I may just want 2 or 3. And the cool thing about this is they're actually giving you silver, which is the new kind of in-game currency for this. They're giving a couple people the opportunity to buy 1 or 2 emotes with this new currency to kind of understand how it works, kind of like smooth the edges a little bit, to kind of have people adjust to realize, hey, this is innocent, this is harmless. But again, you always have to worry about things like that. Again, be on the defensive. Hey, would you like to try this free sample of cocaine? Sure, I'd love to. He's going to be right back buying more cocaine, guys. So, again, you have to understand that all of this is business for them. I'm not saying it's going to escalate. I'm saying it is not unlikely for that to happen, though. So, keep that in mind. Understand what this is. Now, they say that this is to basically just bring in additional money and revenue to pay for their people to work on free content. At least that's what the rumor is right now. I haven't seen any actual confirmation that all this stuff. A lot of people are saying, hey, year 2 is going to be entirely free. All you got to do is buy some emotes. Yay! I still think DLCs are still going to drop. I haven't seen any confirmation on this. We'll know more on the weekly update. But, I mean, despite that, it's honestly innocent, and I would actually really like it to continue as it was before, because if they say, hey, start free content, there's probably going to be less raids, less activities, new quest lines and storylines are cool and all, but, I mean, really, I would really prefer paying 15 bucks every 3-4 months and get a new raid or a new big major event or something like that to kind of refresh the game. So, despite people being all happy about year 2 content, I don't think a few emotes are going to pay enough to, you know, pump all that out for the whole year. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen down in the comment section below. What I do want to say is, in realistic, you know, expectations, this will eventually evolve into something else. I don't know if it's going to be this year, next year, in the future, but it's not uncommon. Most of the people's fears come from the idea that microtransactions are going to get to what people are just constantly referring to as power. I'm going to go ahead and debunk this in one thing. You're not afraid of people buying shortcuts. You're not afraid of somebody buying the Gjallarhorn. You're not afraid of somebody buying the Last Word 2.0. You're not afraid of somebody buying motes or strange coins or the 3 of coins or anything. Because if you were, that'd make you a hypocrite. And nobody likes to admit they're one of those. What I mean by that, in 3 letters, XUR. The biggest shortcut in the game, the guy that literally hands out free shit to everybody. He's Oprah in Destiny. Xur is the king of shortcuts. Seriously, anyone that's ever purchased from Xur, you have taken a shortcut. Anyone that's ever Ingram farmed, you have taken a shortcut. Anybody that's ever Glimmer farmed in the same area by killing yourself and restarting, you have taken a shortcut. Basically, what I'm saying is everybody in this game has taken shortcuts at one time or another. Tell me I'm wrong. That's right, you can't. Oh, this feels good. So, what I'm saying is nobody can really be mad at a shortcut. And what most people are afraid of is a pay-to-win situation, which is so commonly added in when microtransactions are involved. The catch is, for something to be pay-to-win, you need to have something for sale that is better than the rest that's currently in the game. So for right now, if they just decide to start selling a bunch of 3 of coins or the Last Word 2.0 or something like that for USD, buy it. I don't care. Use your own actual real money and buy it, because I can get that stuff in game. It's not going to give you a natural, real advantage, because there's tons of games, or tons of guns in the game that can work well and can counter that gun. It's not unfair. It's not pay to win. But if something comes along and they start selling guns that you can only get through microtransactions, I'm still okay with that. Unless that gun is only obtainable by microtransactions and it's better than the rest out there. If they release the new Thorn and it is in fact only earned by the microtransactions, by the silver currency, then yes, you have created a pay-to-win scenario, and that is wrong. But any other means, if they're buying motes to upgrade their stuff and they're bypassing a lot of farming and stuff, they should be allowed to do that. I mean, again, that's a good core part of RPGs, and a lot of people are like, oh, no, no, no. But honestly, it's not that big a deal. It doesn't really impact you. They got the guns. Who cares if they go spend time leveling it up? They pump motes into it, or they get 3 coins to get more exotics. Lots of people have these things. In my mind, if somebody's investing time into a video game to get some really good exotics, that's great. Versus investing a lot of time in their real life, earning real money, and pumping into it. Either way, you're spending time investing into something and using it for the same reward. Who cares how you got it, as long as you're all investing? It's not like it was just, they took a shortcut because they had money. They had to work for that money. So in the same time, I don't see any harm in it. It's not hurting anyone. All the same exact materials and guns and everything are available to the public. There's no problem with them ever implementing something like that. So if they want to sell the Gjallarhorn, great. That would have been great if they did it back in the day when my buddies didn't have one for Crota. I would have been all for that. But that's just me. So again, let me know what you guys think about microtransactions. Right now, they're completely innocent. They're set up for cosmetic means, and I'm all for it. If it helps fund them, do other things, create additional story missions for us over the way to kind of maybe level the playing field between DLC or whatever they're going to do with it. I obviously have a follow-up commentary on this when the actual news drops, but as I said, I can't see it getting out of control. I can't see them going too far with it, and that's kind of refreshing. I honestly believe this to be true, despite history with them. I think that we're really just kind of overreacting for no fucking reason whatsoever. As of right now, it's completely innocent. Even if it does evolve into where they can buy Hawk Moons and they can buy all that stuff, who cares? You can get that by regular means in RNG. If they're going to spend, if somebody wants to spend money to buy something that they can earn in-game, let them. Who cares? Lots of people out there have lots of guns that are just as good, and that's how I honestly feel about it. The moment they start selling exclusive gear only in the microtransaction store, I'm okay with that too. I mean, they kind of do the same thing. PlayStation gets the Jade Rabbit, the Strike Maps, you know, the Fourth Horseman. We got all those stuffs, and yeah, people flip to shit because, oh my god, Xbox users, it's not fair, we paid the same price, we deserve the same stuff. People got over it. They do the same thing with the microtransaction store, go for it. Because again, it's optional. If you really want it, buy it. And it kind of sucks that they're kind of forcing your hand to get all the content and all the stuff you need, but that's the way it works. That's how business and gaming is evolving, and people just need to start going with the grain than against it, because you're not going to win against a corporation. It's just not going to happen. So that's how I feel. As long as they don't create a gun that you can only get through microtransactions that's better than the rest out there, I'm not going to have a problem. Do whatever the fuck you want. Go on, girl. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this commentary and completely didn't get butthurt, I recommend you guys subscribe. I do lots of Taken King videos. I teach you to become better players, and it's currently on sale for $1.99. LOL. What? It's a microtransaction, okay? It helps feed my obesity. Calm down.